pure substance is? A pure substance is a substance that has a definite physical and chemical properties. You can take into account appearances, melting points, and reactivities. They can be one element or a compound. An example of pure substance is baking soda because it's a compound.
It's a substance that is made by mixing other substances together. You can separate these substances by many things. You can heat it and evaporate. Also filtering it and using a magnet to gather the calcium. An example of a mixture is the air because it contains oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen.
It can be divided in two different forms. Heterogeneous, there are any kind of combination substances that does not have any uniform composition or properties. And on the other hand, there's homogeneous. That's exactly the opposite. It has a uniform composition and properties. Isn't that awesome? This is an example of heterogeneous because of two substances which create a new mixture.
This is a homogeneous because the substances are perfectly balanced and uniform. From the heterogeneous and homogeneous mixtures, they can be divided in three types of mixtures: colloids, suspensions, and solutions. The solutions are always transparent and the light passes through the mixture. Also, they are only homogeneous and they cannot be separated by filtration, but it can be separated by the process of distillation.
Example of solution is salt with water because the salt dissolves in the water.
Suspensions. The suspensions are cloudy and they are heterogeneous. The particles are big for taking into account the type of particles, and also this allows them to be separated by the process of filtration.
Now, a great example of a suspension is power with water because it is cloudy.
Now we have the colloids. The colloids are in between of the suspensions and the solutions. The particles are so small that they are very slow to settle down. They are a heterogeneous mixture, and also the particles are spread throughout in the liquid or gas. A great example for the colloids are the marshmallows because they are neither a suspension or a solution.
So it's the substance that dissolves in a given solution. And the solvent is a substance that dissolves another to form a solution.
An example of this is that the solute is the sugar because I'm pouring the sugar into the water, and the solvent is the water because it is the one that it's receiving the sugar. Concentrated solution is a solution that has a large amount of solute relative to the amount that could dissolve. Dilute is making a liquid thinner or weaker by adding another solvent to it. Do you understand? Calculate concentration by dividing the mass of the solute with the volume of the solvent.
Additive by holding as much water or moisture as can be absorbed. An example is adding sugar to water until it no longer can dissolve anymore and it creates rock candy. What is supersaturated? Increasing the concentration of a solution beyond the saturation point.
The rate of the solutes is dependent on the temperature. Heat is required to break the bonds holding the molecules in the solids together. It gives a formation of the solid and the solute. Most of the time that the temperature is increased, the solubility is great. Pressure, the liquids and the solids doesn't really change with the pressure. But with the gases, as what it is expected, with the greater increase in pressure, it has a greater
Solubility, because with a greater kinetic energy, it becomes more soluble. If we should increase the surface area of a solid, then we should break it into smaller pieces. We will do this to increase how quickly the solute will dissolve in the solution.
Thank you for listening and subscribe if you want more.